Hello, guys. Brandon Carey, aka Enigma, here once again, and we are using the wrong memory card. Give me just a second. There we go. Better. I might as well talk about it now since it just came up. I managed to find a save file so that when we do finish the game and get all of the titanium bolts, or all the ones that we can get without putting too much effort into it. Let me turn the game or my headphones down a little bit. There we go. 'Cause the game is fine. The game audio is fine. It was in my ears that was the problem. So when we finish the game, we will be able to go into the Insomniac Museum and actually officially explore it, and that will be our end to this. And we'll probably also go back to Ratchet and Clank 1 and explore some of the extras that were in that game as well. So that'll be something to look forward to, because I genuinely enjoy the extras that they
See if you can find any more news on the Protopets.
And now, Behind the Hero brings you the conclusion of our series on Captain Quark. As of this airing, the fugitive superhero has been missing for almost 6 weeks. Did he die heroically? Was he the victim of an overzealous fan?
I love.
Or is he still out there
I
somewhere?
love that they use
The
how they
galaxy
use
may
and
never
reuse
know.
models
But stay
like
tuned
this.
for more baseless speculation and crackpot theories on Behind
Baseless
the Hero.
speculation.
Well, no more Quark.
Good. It is almost time for RoboChef.
RoboChef. The extras that Insomniac has included, we talked about this in the previous episodes, are usually some of the better ones I have seen in games. I am particularly looking forward to exploring the Insomniac Museum, because that is, as a fan of the development process, I should rephrase that, because the development process is like the idealized development process, not the one that we have, the one that's full of crunch and bullshit, but the ideal one that people should be aspiring to. That's the one I care about, or like. I should probably go back and buy shield ammo. Oh, convenient. We never bought the ammo that we needed after we used it on the boss. Get a few extra bolts. And right now this is a distribution facility for the Protopet. So we will be exploring here in order to learn more about it and hopefully find some leads. I remember the... It makes use of our other gadgets here too, since... they're here and we do need to level them all up. Did I not buy the... Okay, the hover gun is right here. There is some decent XP for these mutants. This is some decent experience with Hover Bomb Gun. Maybe the gun just doesn't take a lot to level up because it's the kind of weapon you only use for really big enemies. This has been pretty easy so far. The new weapons have been really packing a punch. Okay, that's no ammo. That's a junk ammo. Hey, Xenochrist, welcome to the chat. We're exploring the Protopet distribution facility, trying to find some leads on these monstrous creatures that we have unleashed upon the galaxy. Oh, I didn't edit the stream info. Let me do that now. Real quick. I didn't edit the game I was playing because I'm a fool. Everything else I edited but the actual game I am streaming. Whoopsie doodle. Fix now. Excellent. You know, I don't use the Hoverbomb Gun a lot. It's actually not a bad weapon. You just don't get to actually, like, it's more just a explosive that occurs in front of you, but you don't actually get to use it for its real, like, the purpose it's intended for, which is like a remote bomb. You don't really get to use it for that, but you get to use it for a nice little small explosion. Right, dynamo out. And move this conveyor belt. Oh! Nice barrier. Stunlocking these smaller creatures is very, very fun. Alright, let me jump over here. I think there's a titanium bolt in this particular area of the warehouse. Yeah, using the shield to make kills like this is actually really fun. Let's use the dynamo, which should lift this container upwards, or lift this upwards with the hook. There we go. I'm missing something. I am definitely missing something. Let's do a little glide over here. Yes. Something is over here. Yes! I knew I was missing something. There you are, my pretty. Gotcha. Thought you could hide from me. You were a fool. You were an absolute rube. A ninny, a nincompoop, a moron. You thought I could be fooled by something as trivial as a corner. You were wrong. Wrong, sir or madam. You have suffered the consequences of your miserable failure. Hey, Steve. This is pretty good so far. I'm gonna stun lock you. I'm gonna stun lock you. And blow you up. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. So far, so good. So far, so good. Oh, not much is up, you know me. Just playing the Ratchets and Clanks before I have to go to work tomorrow. And this will charge this. Awesome. Now we can do the electrolyzer puzzle. It's not a dumb question. Maybe something that's up, but today is not one of those days something's up. It's just a normal day. And now we're good. Easy puzzle. It is nice that we don't have to. Unlike the previous game, you don't have to equip the electrolyzer and the infiltrator. We just use them.
Incoming! Get down! What the?
Hello,
Ratchet and Clank.
you lucky devils.
Angela Cross.
Has just sent you a galactic greeting.
Guys, if you get this
I
message,
love this.
please meet me on my home world. Just so you know, I found my old ID badge. I'm pretty sure we can still use it to infiltrate Megacorp HQ, but you're gonna have to hurry. Before the Protopets completely overrun us! Oh, and sorry for the balloonogram. It was the only thing I could get off this
We hope you enjoyed your galactic greeting.
It really does kind of
That Angela
Talk.
is quite resourceful.
Yeah, she thinks of everything, doesn't she?
She also appears to be in great danger.
again. But it really does kind of speak to the jury-rigged nature of the galaxy we're in. Like, she didn't send, like, a transmission. She sent a jury-rigged holiday greeting card that had an SOS attached to it. Yeah, a balloonogram. Like, a glorified Hallmark card. And that's what she used to send us an SOS. Or a distress signal. It's like, this just shows you the jury-rigged nature of the galaxy that we're in. Like, imagine, like, you found an old Hallmark card that you had, like, from a birthday. And you had to use that to send out a message to your friend that you needed their help. That's what she just did, effectively. Because this is a galaxy where if you can't pay for it, you have to make do with what you got. Or if you can't get it shipped, or you don't have time to get it shipped to you, you gotta make do what you got. It's world building all the same in progress in the story all at the same time. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, before that I was talking about the infiltrator and the electrolyzer, because in the previous game Or the actualizer in the is the infiltrator here, and the trespasser in a in the original game. Like in the original Ratchet and Clank, we would have to go into our inventory to equip these items, but here, since they're just gates to minigame puzzles, they decided that we don't have to do the manual equipping. We can just bring them out when it's time to use the puzzle. And the game will just handle that aspect of it for us. It really does, like, it's a convenience feature that does help with making it a little easier to play. Without taking away from the challenge, there's no challenging aspect of getting the weapon out of your inventory if you have it. The challenge is in the puzzle itself, so why make those extra steps? Those steps serve no purpose. There we go. You only got one weapon to buy after this, so like it doesn't matter if we take our time leveling these, because this is going to be more or less our late game arsenal. Or these weapons we're using right now. You're almost finished buying weapons. I think that's the right way. So let's see if there's anything over here real quick. I don't think you can actually glide there. We just kind of have to go around. I don't have a bomb ammo, which is kind of a bummer, but not really a big deal, because we're really only using it because we need to level it up. Obviously, you tend to use weapons you don't have leveled up yet, so you can level them up and then move on to the next weapons. Since we don't have... See the spider web damage. I don't like having to use two of them to do that, but it is a way to get the job done. Forget monk, return to chicken. I do miss my Morpho Ray. Oh, I remember this gadget. It's the hypnomatic part. Hypnomatic, the thing that we will use exactly 2 times, never again. Leveling up this shield, baby. Just leveling up the shield. Oh! Oopsie doodle. I like and dislike the hypnomatic in equal parts. It feels like they didn't know what to do with it. It's a cool idea, but they didn't know what to do with it. And it seems like it seems a particularly arbitrary with the gadgets we have. It seems like a particularly like weird thing to have as your last gadget. Since it is your last gadget, you only use it a couple of times. It feels like just a thing that got cut somewhere halfway through the game. And that completes 1/2 of the level, but there's still this whole other section to do. So we're gonna restock on our ammo and start with this. building up our money. Although there is going to be a huge money sink in a second, and that's going to be frustrating. Slingshot. I didn't buy shield ammo. Won't really need it, but I wish I remembered to actually buy my shield ammo. Yeah, it would be nice if there were a couple seconds where you had to go to previous levels to use that pneumatic, but they really don't do that. It is kind of a bizarre choice. Yeah, this game really could have, like... I guess maybe the series could have used some of those Metroidvania elements a bit more. They do have them, they do exist. It's just they don't really, like, lean into it the way that they probably should have. Which reminds me to go back to the starting level and actually do one of those Metroidvania-ish elements. It will revolutionize how we play this game when we do it. Let's recharge my shield. Now I forgot that there's this thing that we need to do that we haven't done yet, and we should be well equipped to do it at this point. Back in the first level. Alright, I see the platform over here. Let me glide over there. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Xenochrist. You know. You know. You know what we gotta do. Well, let's finish this first, and then we'll do that. Excellent. This tube is almost ready to level up. There's nothing over here, so we can just go in here and do our next levitator section. Another example of just letting us do it without having to equip it. Which the game really helpfully does. Just press X to use it, no need to equip. No equips the bomb gun. Take care of you. Take care of you ravenous mutants. Now, that's quite the glide, but we can make it. Do a little bit of gliding afterwards, but we can totally make it. Let's use our shield this time. There's Jenny here. We'll take care of that. And this shield should take care of these little smaller things. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And that shield is getting leveled up pretty nicely. You know what this cutscene tells me? This cutscene tells me people were looking at this and going, what the fuck do I do? I don't know where to go. So they had to shoot that cutscene to go, no, you have to go up. I guarantee you that cutscene only exists because focus testers were trying this level and realizing I have no idea what the fuck to do. I guarantee it. I guarantee that's why that cutscene exists. Because that is a quick and dirty solution to that problem. That is a quick and dirty solution. Alright, let's get these. Let's get our money. Get our money and our ammo, because we were running low on hover ammo. Hover bomb gun ammo. Perfect. That's what I want to see. Now, this conveyor belt goes backwards. Interesting. I wonder why this conveyor belt is here. Oh, you must have missed it, Xenochrist. I was saying that cutscene of, when we hit that pad, there was a cutscene where it showed us the platform above. I was saying I guarantee that cutscene exists. Because focus testers had no idea what to do or where to go. And as a quick and dirty solution to that problem, they introduced that cutscene. Oh, is this a levitator pad? Really? You levitate up to these platforms here, huh? Okay. That's how we get up here? I can fuck with this, I guess. We gotta get past here. That's fine, though. Let's use the charge boots. Speed our progress up. And that thing gotta go above those crates there and past them. Yeah, that's where we have to go. Yep, there's our final destination for this level. This is our goal. Boy, I really need to go back and do that backtracking because I need that power up. Continue point.
Go ahead. You'd be doing me a favor. Sure. Oh, sorry. It's just I thought you were one of them.
Dear, dear, what I'd give for even an ounce of their feral ignorance.
A burden often accompanies self-awareness, sir.
Living with the abject savagery of one's own kith and kin is quite more than one can bear sometimes. No, the torment of it all.
I understand. I, too, am of a series designed to destroy.
Oh, in that case, I have something that may interest you. But may I first humbly request a meager few bolts for food?
A meager few bolts for food. 40,000 bolts is, even at this stage in the game, such an obscene ask. I never liked this NPC because of how much he charged me, even though I actually think his character design is pretty cool. That is such an obscene ask of the player at this point in the game.
Lovely long time since I've eaten.
He eats the bolts, though. He does not buy food with the bolts, he eats the bolts. The bolts are food.
Reporting live from Bogon City, where Protopet mania is in full swing. For those who've spent the past week in hypersleep, the Protopet is Megacorp's wildly popular
Inflation really be hurting. You got that right, Pleo.
Adorable, non-allergenic, and housebroken. Fans of the
Housebroken.
creature have dubbed it the perfect companion. Between the Protopet's surprisingly low price tag and its lightning-fast breeding cycle, there may soon be more than enough Protopets for everyone. Darla Gratch, Channel 64 News.
Lightning fast breeding cycle.
The entire population of that planet will be devoured.
Unless we get there in time.
Yeah, him eating the bullets really does knock the wind out of your sails. Okay, we are going to save that planet, absolutely 100% guaranteed. But first, quick detour. We got to go back to the first level of the game in Uzla. Because we have something here that we need to make our lives a little bit easier. Is there a teleporter to the... Yes!
Thank you for shopping at Megacorp. Please visit us again.
Now we're going to go through the store real quick. I think we're actually right here, where we want to be. Since we got the gravity boots earlier, we can now come up this ramp to this optional boss fight. What am I doing? Only the last hit matters. Let's say, is that lethal? I appreciate. Oh, dude. I think we just quit. Asshole. As you can see, though, this is not really a big threat for us. Stop moving the pads, asshole. And now that we've defeated him, we have one of the most useful optional gadgets in the game, the box breaker. Basically, it breaks breakables.
Thank you for choosing Megacorp, where our customers
And
come
since
first.
we are already here in the Megacorp store, we can go and get a little skill point. That is much faster and easier now than it was before we had the box breaker. Time to trash the joint. And when you combine this with the bolt grabber, it just makes making money that much faster. Because you break all the breakables and then suck up all the money. And now we are going to save a little bit of time by just saving and loading. Which will bring us back to the start of the level. Right next to our ship. Let's get restock on our ammunition. I mean, that is genuinely a speedrun strat. I'm only using it to save myself a little bit of time, but that is a speedrun strat for sure. More importantly, this box breaker is going to make our passive bolt collecting through breakables way faster. Way faster. Because now we can do this. And that'll save us a buttload of time. Now, this is also a pretty good place to grind for experience, if you want to. Because the Protopets actually, for the limited health pool they have, give you a ton of experience points. And of course, these robots are programmed to kill biological matter. And we are biological, so they're trying to kill us as well. Pass the raking experience in. Excellent. And break shit. Breaking shit makes me feel very alive. Now I see you there, assholes, and I will blow you up with a spider. These aren't worth a lot of experience compared to the mutants. That's annoying. That feels bad. That's okay, though. See, the thing with Protopets, they multiply. So if you want to grind for experience, they're actually really good opponents to go up against. The Protopets... Oh, they're still here. God, you things are annoying. See, one of them turns into a lot of them very quickly. Wow. We're thinning the herd a little bit. I think that's all of them. It's a lot of Baz. A lot of sheep are born today. There we go. The shield is doing a lot for us right now. Wow, I just saw the screen, the frame rate dip for a second there. Stop breeding. We're trying to do a PG-13 stream, guys. I don't need you breeding in front of me. It's rude. I think that's all of them. Oh! Asshole! I see you, asshole! You ever think about how they might have just bought a single Protopet and now we have a fucking menace like this on our hands? This is fucking incredible. I'm surprised the game can handle this many things on screen at once. Like, technically. This is just amazing. Like, watching this unfold is really amusing. Oh, I still hear more of them. What are you doing there, dude? Wow, that sheep mirror is almost leveled up. Wow, rude. Well, I guess it's time to use my favorite weapon. Get some bolt power here. Break some shit. I think we can break these here too. Oh no, you can't break them, but you can move them, I guess. Alright, we're gonna go to the bank. There is a skill point for doing the bank section without killing any of the NPCs. We're not going to be pretending they exist or even care about them. So, don't worry about that at all. That won't be a concern. Don't mind me. Alright, now the Black Sheepinator is here. That's leveled up. Time to go to Quick Select and choose some of our favorite weaponry. The Bouncer. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about the civilians. They die, they die. Nothing I can do about it. You know, aside from the many, many, many things I could do about it, but I don't want to worry about that. They're not important. Break. Gib Monies. Gib! Moni! Give it! Oh! We did it! That was unexpected. But not unwelcome. Not unwelcome at all. Alright, here come more baddies. Let's take care of them. Almost at level up, so low health might not actually be a huge issue. Alright, we can't... Can we? Oh, we might be able to reach them from up here with our rockets. Approaching level up, so I kind of want to at least use it instead of a sniper rifle, which you normally just snipe these guys. But I do want to get the rocket experience. Hover bomb gun's making some good progress since we only got it last stream. We're gonna focus the gun on the biggies. Perfect. Getting close, gentlemen and ladies, and everywhere in between. Should have an upgrade arsenal by the time this game is finished. Even though we won't have the new game plus weaponry. good so far. Oh, this is chaos. Okay, the Protopets are all just taken care of, so that just leaves these two schmucks. Wow. That works. Now where do we go? Oh, of course. Of course. Almost forgot we had this device. Alright, you guys.
You're getting sleepy. Very sleepy.
You are getting very sleepy.
Ahem. Ah, a customer. You, sir, look like someone who could use a hypnomatic.
Okay.
Just bring us the parts, and we'll make it for free.
Ah, for a fee. A very small fee.
We don't have the mag parts that yet, so we can't do this. But when we do, we'll come back to you and get it. Still missing 2 parts. Again, small fee. Because there's still an ridiculous timing at you for progress in the game. So before they realize that charging for currency just to get story progress is not a way to make players happy. We are almost towards this plasma coil that I do really want, because it's one of my favorite. It's my second favorite weapon in the game, aside from the bouncer, which is my actual favorite. Let's do this Grandma segment while we're here. This is really cool. This is a really cool segment where rails kind of flit in and out in the middle of the rail section. Oh, wow, I forgot that we have Synthenoids out still. Wonder if they get XP for these kills. We still have our shield up, too. I wonder. I wonder how the shield interacts with rail enemies. Well, that's an obstacle, it's not an enemy, so that doesn't count. But when a Protopet comes up, I wonder how it'll react to that. Flip, flip, and we're good. We still have Synthenoids. Okay, the shield does nothing. Maybe that was just the time it broke. You just keep mashing, there's never a point where you can just get hit. And shoot, and done. Good old Jack and Daxter reference.
Sorry.
We did that game.
You found a hypnomatic part. You need all of the parts to make the hypnomatic gadget.
We have one more little errand to run before we leave this place. This giant Clank segment over here. Get some money. Get some muns. And then go into space! The one place uncorrupted by capitalism. Unless you're playing Ratchet and Clank, in which case there's also space capitalism, so... You fucked that up too. This one was a hard one if memory served. Yeah, I found these guys easier to just jump, just Goomba stomp than actually fight. Yeah, just Goomba stomp them. Forget how this fight actually works. Yeah, and he exposes himself when he has to make more. Stop running away like a coward. Hold still. Stop cowarding. You are so lame. Where's Goomba stomping? Okay, this is actually not a hard part of the fight. One more bomb should do the trick. Yep, there you go. Problem solved. And that will give us a mathematic. Or whatever they call it in this game. It's basically the game's way of showing you where the secrets are. The mapper
reveals secret areas on your world map. The secret areas are marked as green.
The enemies in this first zone respawn. We could kill them again for experience. Nah, we'll do that another time. Maybe, or maybe not. For now, we gotta go to Grelden. And this is a very unpopular level, for good reason. Within the Ratchet and Clank fandom, this level is pretty infamous. And I think we're all maxed out, because we're going to need as much ammo as we can carry for this one. See, there's a little fishing hole here. The psychic should be here, though. Oh, he's over there. I see.
Oh, man. It won't budge.
Violence is not the answer.
Can you move this rock, sir?
I am able.
And?
Patience, young one. For the rock to move, the forces of the universe must align.
So, can we make these forces align a little faster?
Ah, yes.
Remember that these two characters are voiced by the same person. James Ron Taylor voices both Ratchet and the Psychic.
These wayward forces.
Yes, moonstones. How many do we need? 9. Now, what makes this a particularly infamous section are these Yetis. These Yetis who have massive pools of health, do shit tons of damage, and respawn infinitely. The resource drain that these Yetis put you through in this level is another one of those, like, real feels bad. Yes, the Yetis do not... Like, the Yetis will respawn infinitely. They never run out. So there is literally no point in trying to fight them. They will absolutely overwhelm you. Probably why the shield in this level is such a valuable asset. Yeah, and that's what makes it worse, is they give you, like, no experience killing these Yetis. Like, you need to be able to see my targets. And we know who is to blame. Tony Garcia is the reason why these Yetis exist. So if you have any issues with them, and I do, blame him. Oh, the rift's bouncing. What a well-timed level up. Yeah, we just be bouncing. We be bouncing. Get a few extra, because we are gonna need more than these 9. Let's bounce. Just perish. Thank you. And these Leviathans only give 1 crystal. I need to strafe. Camera, please. Camera, please. There we go. There we go. Let's get that box of ammo. And let's just trade the psychic.
Your arrival with the Moonstones is most fortuitous, for it is in this very moment that I am able to move the rock.
Gee, what a coincidence.
Thank you, sir. That was most helpful.
Your gratitude is comforting, child. I have also found a piece of something called a hypnomatic. You may have it in exchange for more Moonstones.
Wait, I thought you had no need for material possessions.
Please, do not lay your burdens upon me now. I am weary from lifting the rock, and I must rest.
16! 25 total. Okay. That's a little rude. Okay. Let's refill our ammunition, because we're going to need an assload of it. Oh, right. Out of my way, assholes! I remember now. We can't get any more right now. We need to actually proceed. Through this puzzle. This one... I don't remember this glider being particularly difficult, but... apparently this was a very hard glider section for a lot of people back in the day. Because it was mandatory, that pissed a lot of players off. Of course, the glider as a whole was generally kind of poorly received because it's really finicky compared to other gadgets. But this section in particular ended up causing a lot of distress amongst Ratchet and Clank going Commando players. From what I remember hearing. Though I couldn't really tell you exactly why that is. Beyond all the glider sections being kind of annoying and bad. Oh, that shield is almost full. There we go. One try. Excellent. Let's... We'll use Spiderbot here for a second. Okay! Those guys would have less health than that. I need to level this up though, so let's try actually making use of it. I wonder if these spawn infinitely. If they do, it might be wiser to just proceed. That's another level up. Can replace this soon with the plasma coil. I think these spawn infinitely. 2. We're getting some bolts out of it, so it's not entirely a waste of time. But they're not infinite, they're just a very large amount. Perfect. Almost got that plasma pill, but we need to save some money up for the Hypnomatic. And I believe it is 40k for the Hypnomatic too, so another significant hit to our experience, to our XP gain. Armor vendor that we can't really afford to use. Infiltrator puzzle. Wow. Pretty simple. And now we can get more moonstones. Which we're going to need to do for the Hypnomatic. We need to buy some more... Actually, no, our shield's about to level up, so it's going to get ammo refill when it does. So I'm just going to leave it at 3 for right now. I think the factory requires... Yeah, there's rest of the mag to use, so we can't get here yet. We need the Hypnomatic just to proceed. So let's go get some moonstones. We need a total of 11 more. 16 at the end of this. Alright. And that's 7. Strafe, please, camera. Okay. Well, there's the shield level up. Perfect. No experience, so I might as well use my weapons that are leveled up. that I know are useful. I know are good. We're gonna gather some moonstones, probably not for the rest of the stream, but for like the next 10-15 minutes or so. Oh, level up comes with an ammo increase. That is good to know. Alright, that's another one over here. Get up. I know you're in there. That got your attention. Excellent. Need a few more so that we have extra money. Because any moonstones we collect after those 16 are cash in the bank. And that will pay for all the ammo we're using here. Plus it'll let us hopefully buy the Hypnomatic and the Tesla coil, which should be our last use for bolts for the remainder of the playthrough. Open up! Wow, that frame rate, huh? These are 3K a pop. $30K we have in the bank. Oh, 10 more. That should be enough. Once we pay for all our ammo. Rocket launcher is pretty good in this game. Strongly support it. I feel like once I run out of Tesla barrier ammo, is when I'm actually in a bad spot. Because you don't get those in crate. You don't get that from crates. You only get the bouncer ammo and the hover. Like you don't like the synthenoids and all of that. We should probably get synthenoids out too. They will help. Even just a little bit. Far, so good. Alright, this should be an extra 60k in the bank. I think once we run out of Tesla ammo, or Tesla bear ammo, we're just gonna die. And that'll be the end of this run. For moonstones! So I believe, if memory serves, he sells them to... Oh, never mind. That's it. He buys them for 3k a pop. So...
Hello? We've got more moonstones.
No, you have not.
What?
Existence is a lie. Sensations are illusions. Possessions are merely visions.
All right, I've got an illusion of some moonstones. I'll trade it for a vision of that hypnomatic part.
You have learned much, young one.
Perfect.
Now bring me more moonstones, and riches shall be your reward.
Yeah, the way he works his words, they are very particular. And that should be more than enough to afford my final weapon and my final gadget. Just restock on our ammunition. And once we restock, we should have a... Yep, that's more than enough. Because pneumatic costs 40k. And we have that much money in our bank. So we can go and get the hypnomatic parts from the hypnotist. Or to the hypnotist to have it repaired. Because I do recall this costs another egregious 40k in bolts. Because the late game finds in this game are fucking obscene. A few extra bolts while we're here. With our box breaker that we have now. Hey, JRBN. Good to see you. Now, we're going to return to the park. This is a semi-long taxi cab ride. Now, I believe this is 40k. Okay, it's just 10. Never mind.
Use it wisely.
Didn't need to do all that grinding.
Do not even think about it.
To use the hypnomatic, target a receiver bot and press circle to take control of the robot.
Yeah, we got the box breaker earlier today, JRBN. We got it. Now, I remember these sections in particular being really easy ways to build up a shit ton of bolts. All right, we're gonna lose this. That's okay though. We can just try again. Just gotta do some platforming. Now we are... Yeah. And that's how the hypnomatic works. You just possess one of those little robots that have a receiver, and you can control them for a 30-second little, like, mini-game. And, like, we only use this gadget at all, like, maybe 2 or 3 times tops. So, don't get used to it. And as a reminder for people who missed the early part of the stream, I did find a save file that had all the skill points on it. So, we will be able to explore the Summit Museum after we wrap up the game. I'll need to switch to the Mystic memory cards to use the new save. And, we'll be able to do that from Ratchet and Clank 1. We're going to go back to Ratchet and Clank 1 as well and see some of the extras there, because I found a save for all 3 games in the trilogy to make that a little easier on us. Back to Grelbin to find Angela. So we will end the Going Commando series with an exploration of the Insomniac Museum and a lot of the extras that are in this game and in Ratchet and Clank 1. That'll be the way we wrap up. So we're close anyway. So the final mission, we're not going to get it done today, but probably like at the start of the next stream we'll get it done, and then we'll spend the rest of the time just exploring the game's like extra stuff, which I find to be the most fascinating part of this game is the Insomniac Museum and the little stuff around it. That is the stuff that I eat up. I love it. You have to equip this one.
This receiver bot has a blaster attack. Press circle to shoot enemies. To exit the robot, press triangle.
And you get the chain possessions. And do this little possession chain all the way to the end of the run. To a little bit of platforming. Now we should be able to save Angela. Pneumatic. Go. Give me a bunch of monies. Give me all the muns. Drop all your monies and give them to me. Then I use them to buy something. Well, probably not something. Because we have all the stuff we need, and the stuff that we can buy in the store costs a fortune. Yes. With that taken care of, with this canal flooded, we can now tour through the location we just traveled through. In what should be freezing cold water, because this is in the Arctic, or in an Arctic-like condition. Yeah, here we go. There should be a platinum bolt here. Perfect. Perfection. And these Protopets in front of Angela's house are worth a lot of experience points. So for a weapon you really don't want to use, this is the place to use it, because you'll get a lot of experience fighting these Protopets.
Nice digs.
Yeah.
You saw the way that meter just shot up.
Little remnant from my previous life.
You were reincarnated?
No. My Megacorp days. They've got a very generous bonus package.
Right. So now that you've got your ID badge, how do we take out the Protopet?
Watch this.
Mommy, where do Protopets come from?
Why, they come from Megacorp, dear.
That's right, Mrs. Robot. All of the
Mrs. Robot
in the galaxy come from right here, in our factory. Your little friend is lovingly extracted from the original Protopet. Each Protopet is given a name and birth certificate
Wow.
that is unique. Our training system helps mold your pet into a wonderful friend that you'll cherish forever. So
I
next
love these
time
ads.
Your child asks,
Mommy?
Because this is something I'd actually see Corporation doing if they were doing some heinous
You
shit.
can answer with
It's like,
confidence.
oh yeah, look at us
They
torture
come
these
from
things that we
Megacorp.
have created for your amusement.
That factory is using the original Protopet to produce all the others.
Exactly. If we can take out the original Protopet, that'll shut him down permanently.
20% off a complete service at Groovy Lube.
Oops. Wrong one. This will deactivate the door to the Protopet duplication area. I'll meet you there.
I like that that's a recurring gag with Angela.
Corp's orbital defenses are nasty. With 2 ships, there's a good chance at least one of us will get through.
Good thinking. Just be careful.
She is a well-meaning and intelligent scientist, but she's also, even as the thief, she's a massive klutz. I kind of like that there's that through line for the character. That's pretty cute. I think this should be open now. Let's try you open this. But regardless, we can just explore. Now we could mine for raritanium, but this place is miserable to hang out in, so we're just going to use this as a way to get to the safety of our ship. Because the Groban wastes are annoying. I tell you, farming for crystals is far more fun than farming for moonstones. Because moonstones are miserable to try to acquire. I happily did the crystal grind off stream. I will not be doing the moonstone grind. Oh, we're doing the final level. So I don't know if we'll finish today, but if we do, that means we have a whole 2-hour stream next week to discuss the bonus content of 2 games. And that's actually kind of appealing. You get the best titanium bolt by just... Oh, you got the grind is that way. Okay. So I forget how you get up there. Not that it makes much of a difference, because... I'm not really going to, carry along anyway, and I guess we also have time to get the titanium bolts if we do beat this level early, because so we got a hearty 2 hours to accomplish what we need to accomplish next week if we do this, which is good for us. So let's... That's not what I want to do, but that will be fine. Hypnomatic.
This receiver bot can hypnotize other robots. To hypnotize another robot, aim, then press circle.
Oh, the Protopets are guardians for the facility. So this nice little chain will get us to the end of this segment. so far. Perfect. We get the swing shot. And make our way over here. We can fight with our weapons now. Getting that hover bomb gun leveled up. Let's take care of you. Just two, huh? That's surprising. All right. Sentinel. So there, the Sentinel level up. I know you can, there are ways to get to use the portal in the Atomic Museum. I didn't know there was a way to, like, get there via glitch. That's actually news to me. So I'd be interested in hearing how you can do that, but this is a little late for it to matter because I already have the save that I've acquired to unlock the museum. And we're low on the ammo that we want to have. So I'm gonna go refill. This level needs more vendors. Alright. Oh! Holy shit, I didn't realize that we... Oh, that's hover bomb, that's why. There we go, that makes more sense. We've only got these 3 weapons left to level up before we finish leveling up every weapon in the first playthrough. So that's actually pretty nifty. Of course, we're skipping on armor to do that, but to be honest, we really haven't needed armor. I haven't really felt the absence of the protection from the armor. It hasn't really felt like it's been a huge like downgrade of my capabilities. Oh, these are spares. Oh, we just killed one of my lives. Great start to this one. Because this basically is a firefight. You have to play as the robot to fight. And that unlocks this. So we can go into Megacorp's headquarters. I love this weapon, and I love it better when it levels up. I love it even more when it levels up. It becomes a far better weapon when it levels up. All right. Power bomb gum is almost maxed out. Oh, that kills him in one. Just a decent chunk of experience too. Oh, is that someone behind us? Yeah, they're not really hurting us too badly. Let's use the spiders on these guys over here. More. Excellent. Go away. This weapon's almost leveled up. That's what I want to see. Oh yeah, this quote would have been great to have one against the Protopets earlier. The AoE it does is amazing. Whoopsie. Okay. takes care of those. Flying enemies are annoying. Can use a vendor soon. Oh wow, that almost filled with the spider bot. Let's get another Killinoids. And my bouncer. God, the bouncer is such a good weapon. Perfect for single target and crowd control. Now stop spawning in. Excellent. 1, 2, nope. This is annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Gotcha. Let's do some light platforming. Give me a vendor, please. Oh, I guess they want us to use the leveled up weapons, and that's fine. That's fine, I suppose. Shock Testa. Perfect. Now, can you give me an ammo vendor at some point, please? There we go. I can't buy ammo from Megacorp inside Megacorp. It's ridiculous. Like they don't want me to, like, invade their space or something. It's fucking rude. Just rude. I forgot I had turrets. Between the turrets, the Killinoids, and the the shield. You can make the game just do all your fighting for you. Alright, almost done here. And we're good! That should get me up this way. We're making steady progress. We're gonna actually hang back. There we go. Got that corner. Oh wow, that's rude. Right, let's level up this upper bomb gun. Enough of you! There we go. Damn. Alright, I think this is actually the finale of the game. Beyond this fight here. Yeah, this is it. This is the finale.
This is it, the Protopet duplication room.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had some trouble with the guards.
No problem. You're just in time.
So I'll go probably a little bit late to finish the game off, and then we'll do extras, I guess,
She is trying
for
to tell us
the entirety of next week's stream.
Bye now. Enjoy the hygienator.
Plot twist.
Remember, you bought it from Steve. Steve McQuark. Indeed.
Holy shit. Steve McQuark was Captain Quark this whole time?
I can finance the comeback of the greatest superhero who ever lived.
Jesus Christ. I would have never seen that coming.
All I need now is a new galaxy.
Such a good disguise. You would never be able to see it.
So I can rescue them from a new disaster.
Why would you have that poster in your store?
But
Sir, I do not understand.
Mr. Fizzwidget?
This is bad.
That's a shot.
What the is going on?
That's also a good shot.
Allow me to explain. I'm about to save the galaxy from the Protopets, and you are about to become
Oh, that was
enemy
beautiful.
#1. Oh, and 2 and 3. Guards, seize them! Smile, it's showtime!
You've killed like a million of you once too.
Citizens of Bogon, I am Captain Quark. I come to you in this, your darkest of hours, to shine the flashlight of justice on your galaxy.
flashlight of justice? Oh.
As you know, a living menace called the Protopet has been set loose in your galaxy. But fear not, Bogonites. I, Captain Quark, have
Beautiful.
caught the perpetrators. Yes,
I love
citizens, these are the masterminds behind Megacorp's experiment with death. And now, with this, super electro gadget I invented, I will end the Protopet threat once and for all.
That's my Elixamorph. I invented.
Ahem. Stay tuned, dear viewers, as I amplify the signal from this helix soul.
What a
thingy
butthole
and render
indeed.
every Protopet in the galaxy completely harmless. Allow me to demonstrate.
Something that the future games really messed up.
Does that Helixamorph actually work?
It used to. I could probably fix it.
Come on, Clank. Let's get it back.
Alright. So, it's kind of clear that they ran out of budget or time for this. We only got a few minutes. We're just gonna go a little bit over and just finish the actual campaign tonight, and then do all of extras next week. Seems like a fine plan to me. I'm gonna use the bouncer on this one. Yeah, this fight is not particularly difficult. Oh, this is doing nothing. So I guess back to the bouncer. The kill mode's out here too while we're at it. Fuck it. Wow, that frame rate, huh? Wow, this guy really folds to the bouncer. Yeah, this fight is not very difficult at all. Final blow to the plasma coil to get experience.
You did it! It's okay. This is the real Mr. Fizzwidget. Quark had him tied up in a supply closet all this time.
Gentlemen, you have my most profound gratitude.
It was nothing, sir.
I love that you can still hear the plasma the barrier.
Right. What do you suppose is wrong with it?
I don't know. It could take months of research and...
The battery is in backwards.
Oops.
Imbecilic to the very last. Down, boy.
I just have to amplify the device with Megacorp's TV transponders, and that should cure the other...
Yeah, I like that this Fizzwidget clearly uses some, like he uses the big words that Quark did, but he actually knows what he's talking about, so they actually seem coherent. It's a very brief moment where you see the real Fizzwidget, but you can tell it's the real one because he talks as if he knows what he's saying, because he does. Can we skip these credits? We cannot. There we can.
So, what do you like to do for fun? Oh, my goodness.
Until this is pre-rendered because it's in lower resolution, and he's using the base armor.
Working at Megacorp.
So,
oh, this is a fun one.
You fellas new here? You boys should sign up for the new Protopet. That little baby cleans just something fierce. I just got done testing the full body waxinator. I am personally sporting a smooth chassis, and there are no tags on my luggage. All right then. Catch you later.
Subject 23A.
If someone said that to me in the office, I would make the exact same response of just slowly backing off. Not worth having a conversation with someone in your office.
All right, fellas, nice and tight now. So you tested this, right? Oh, wait, that's why I'm here. Oh, one more thing.
We're going to hit challenge mode, but I'm not going to explain what that is.
Welcome back to
until we actually start the next stream. But for now, we have finished Going Commando. So let's spend a little few minutes talking about it before we wrap up. Because challenge mode, well, we'll get to this next week, but challenge mode is one of the best things they've ever done for the series. It is such a powerful tool for them to do a new game plus with. But for now, as we wrap up, Going Commando is probably one of the best sequels to a game I've ever played in my life. Basically, everything they have added or taken away from the previous game, from Ratchet and Clank the original, did something to the formula that made it better. This game, Going Commando, became the template that every future Ratchet and Clank game ascribes to this day. Rift Apart is using this same formula because it works. Not because they... And there are obviously changes to the mechanics as time goes on. But the big radical shifts that were made here set the tone for the rest of the franchise going forward. It is impossible to talk about Ratchet and Clank as a franchise without mentioning Going Commando. It is just that important of a game. And it still is to this day. And it's so hard to overstate that. It is impossible to overstate that. Things like strafing. Things like upgrading your weapons and your health. Things like armor upgrades you can get over the course of the game. Challenge mode. And how New Game Plus is tackled from this point forward. All of it is so crucially important to how this franchise would evolve and become its own thing, separate from Sly, separate from Jax, separate from Mario and Sonic. It became its own thing. If you stripped out all of the the visuals and the world identity that Ratchet and Clank has become, like the idea of this hyper-capitalist spacefaring cartoon adventure, you would still recognize the gameplay loop. You still recognize the Ratchet and Clank series for its gameplay loop. It's very distinctive to itself. And Going Commando is the reason that we have that loop in the first place. So, if you were a fan of the series, and most of you already know this, because most of you are, you owe Going Commando your love of this franchise. You do. You truly do. Because this is where all the best ideas the series had came from this game. And story-wise, it's really cool to explore a new galaxy. It's cool to see how a different galaxy from the one in the first game handles things. It's cool to like, and some of the things are not so cool, like the way they still charge you for stuff. Although when we move on into Upper Arsenal, you'll find that they actually they fixed that. That is no longer a problem. Because they realized by Up Your Arsenal that people don't like being charged just to make progress in the story. Because they already have the money sinks. They want to use that money to buy weapons. They don't want to use it to buy progress. They just don't want to do that. And obviously things hit and miss, like the glider is not a particularly well loved gadget, and that's why it never makes a return ever again in this franchise. The levitator does, because people do generally like the levitator as a much more interesting way of traversing the game's levels. Just things like that really, it goes to show you how much they were paying attention when they were making that first game. And when we move on to Up Your Arsenal, we'll get more into the details of it as we play that game. But there was an energy here in going Commando that feels... obviously, I'm not a developer, so I can't speak to the dev culture, to the dev timelines. Although I rumors from what I gather from watching Golden Bolts and the Mike and Tony Garcia Let's Play, which if you have not watched those, you should if you're a fan of the series, because they are very informative. I gather that this was a particularly tough time in Sonic's history because of the amount of crunch that went into making all of these games. It turns out, even back in the PS2 era, making a game from start to finish of this caliber in 1 year's time is a Herculean effort. One that pushed many employees in Insomniac's offices to their breaking points. Which is why many of them left to form their own studios, like the studios that were contracted to make Daxter and Secret Agent Clank. They were made by a smaller team of devs who broke off of Insomniac to do their own thing because they were tired of the crunch. I know Naughty Dog's its own separate thing because everyone knows about Naughty Dog's crunch, but they don't know much about Insomniac's crunch, which is why it was like a big deal when Rift Apart, when it came out last year, was done without crunch. Because it just showed that you can make a game of that caliber without forcing your employees to work grueling hours. That was a very important milestone in the company's history and honestly in gaming history. Just being able to make a game like that without crunching. But I think that's about all I had to say about going Commando. It is a really, really joyous experience to get to share my love of this particular franchise and the next one we're going to do as well, with you all, and to have you share your love of this franchise with me as well in the chat. It means a lot. It's a really fun. This is fun for me. Doing this makes me happy. I look forward to coming online every Sunday when I'm not on call and doing this. But as for the next plans, we are still going to do Slide 2. Once we do, because obviously next week is going to be the extras stream, where we stream the Insomniac Museum, some of the stuff you get through challenge mode. We're going to get the titanium bolts. We're going to do all of that. Maybe that's the titanium bolts. That'll be probably the last thing we do. That'll be the way we exit the stream. But I do want to at least tackle the extras from Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2 at a minimum and talk about those, because talk about ways that this, like, Commando defined the series from going forward. The stuff that the Insomniac Museum specifically, but honestly all of the extras, were some of the most fascinating and interesting things that I've ever seen added to a video game. And we will talk about that. And then the following week, I reached out to my friend Chris Acharki, because Supermassive, the guys who have made Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures anthologies that we have been doing together, they made a new game called The Quarry, which is in that similar vein, from what I understand, of horror movie made into a video game. And so I've reached out to him, and not next week, but the week after, we're gonna see if we can get that ball rolling, and if not, I was able to do Slide 2, and that won't be a problem. But if we can, we'll take a break from this series, and we're going to go into that, and then after we finish The Quarry, we're going to go back into do Sly 2. That is the roadmap going forward. We'll see how that turns out. Still have to actually get him to agree to do it. But if he is on board, and if he has the time to do it, we're going to do it. And that will be our future plans. The future franchise. I might do that. I might not. I'm not entirely sure. We'll decide on that later. For now, I am Brandon Carey. Thank you so much for joining me in this series, and I will see you next time when we explore Insomniac Museums and the other extras that this game has to offer. Until then, remember, wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, get your vaccine, your booster shot. Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and all lives cannot matter until minority lives matter. Happy Pride Month, guys. I will see you next time. Bye for now.